Campos, new information this weekend on that deadly police-involved shooting in the South Towns. We now know the victim's name and more about how this all went down, so let's go through it. Hamburg police say 36-year-old woman Lisa Height of Jamestown broke into 2 homes Friday morning. Now to a great day of competition for some local athletes taking part in the Special Olympics, roughly 200 of them taking part in a bowling tournament at Airport Lanes on Genesee Street in Cheektowaga. The Lockport City School District is on a mission to create a welcoming environment on its campuses. Tied together with the yearly holiday traditions by schools in the district, a new initiative this year is making a positive impact on the well-being of students. But that didn't stop a special group of kids from enjoying an authentic tailgating experience and watch party. Our Hannah Ferreira takes us to the Wings meeting place in Orchard Park for Eddie's Infantry Tailgate. It's a victory Sunday for the Buffalo Bills and their fans who are spending this Christmas Eve watching the scoreboard in other games, hoping for a little bit of help in the quest for a playoff berth. The new federal student aid application, better known as FAFSA, is now available. The changes are expected to help more families qualify for federal financial aid, but some people are already having trouble applying. Last Friday night, St. Joe's hosted Canisius High School in what is considered to be the biggest rivalry in all of Western New York high school sports. Friday's matchup, an incredible game, but the night was bigger than basketball as the two schools came together to celebrate Canisius alum and St. Joe's head coach Gabe Michael.
Absolutely, Ed. Not only is this a semifinal game, this is Lockport's football's first postseason appearance since 2012, and here to join us now is Lockport football! But as you make your way down towards Hamburg, towards those cities in Orchard Park, that's when the snow starts to come in, and that's when you start to see the roads be slick. Originally, the fire started with just 3 houses that were engulfed in flames from what the fire chief told me. And then from there, because of the winds, the fire spread to 4 more houses. So there's a total of 7 houses involved with this fire. This is the Bills' 4th straight division title, and now coming up, this is going to guarantee them at least 1 home game for the playoffs. That first home game coming up this Sunday against the number 7 seed Pittsburgh Steelers. Enjoy it, Bills Mafia, your AFC East champs once again. All this weekend, it felt like snow has been coming down nonstop here in Western New York. This snowstorm that we got in coming Wednesday, this is the second storm that we've gotten. Sunday, we had a storm that came in with blizzard-like conditions and the winds strong, pushing in the snow all throughout the region. And there's a reason why the Bills game was postponed to tomorrow night, because of these conditions right here. 70,000 people trying to get into Orchard Park at Highmark Stadium. With the parking lots right here in front of it, it just would have been nearly impossible to hit. Good morning, Katie. I'm just getting a few reps in myself here. Let's see what I could get on the clock right now. 62. That wasn't bad. And here with the pitching mound and the batting cages that are in the background, this is all part of the Powerhouse Sports Complex that is celebrating its grand opening today. I got to meet 2 brothers who, like myself, are from the Bay Area in California. Their mom is from Buffalo, and they grew up as Bills fans because of that. Now, they decided to make the trip out for the wild card game, but that almost didn't happen. Not only is this team going for a state title, they're going for their 3rd straight title, their 20th overall as a program, and they are the number 1 team in the state. Let me hear it. Yeah! Every year at Aaron Moselle Junior High in Lockport, the school creates the Blizzard of Kindness, a display made by students with encouraging messages. Adia Cardi is an 8th grader here at Aaron Moselle, and she tells me she's proud of her school coming together for this project.
If someone reads a snowflake that maybe I wrote, that it could possibly make someone feel better, and that's what matters, that it made someone happier, made someone's day better.
Other schools in the district are following their lead. At Anna Merritt Elementary and Emmett Belknap Intermediate, students made chains containing messages and good deeds they've done. This is all a part of the district's new We All Belong campaign.
We wanted to make sure that every child felt as if they were special when they walked through the doors every single day, and our families also felt that same feeling as well.
The campaign encourages diversity, equity, and inclusion, and it comes at a time when some states are pushing to restrict DEI in schools. Superintendent Calvin tells me his district is committed to supporting DEI.
I think it's very critical. We can't do the work that we need to do with and for our students unless we make sure that everyone, again, feels welcomed, that everyone is affirmed, but also that everyone is celebrated in our schools.
Dr. Calvin calling this commitment a strength of the district. A part of the We All Belong campaign is the Agreement to Rachel's Challenge, an anti-bullying campaign created after the Columbine school shooting.
I think what we're seeing across the district is that kids are happier to come to school. Kids feel safe when they're in school, but also kids are building relationships with not only themselves, amongst themselves, but with our staff, and they're doing that through these acts of kindness.
And students like Piper Sparks tells me she appreciates the culture the initiatives have brought to the schools.
It brings us closer as a school family.
7th grader Kayvon Smith looks forward to seeing the campaign run for years to come.
It's knowing that you're still leaving a positive impact for the next people to come up and kind of refill their shoes so it can just keep going, just like the Rachel Challenger talked about, a chain reaction, so it can just keep going and going.
So, if you may be having a tough day yourself, Lockport wants you to always remember.
You can do this. You got this. And you're awesome.
You deserve all the good things coming to you.
No matter what you face in life, just keep going.
Like any toddler, Miles Modikamore loves his toys, his music, and his mom. But when Miles was born, his parents received unexpected news.
When Miles was 6 days old, we went to Buffalo Hearing and Speech and had the appointment, and at that time we found out that he was completely deaf.
After Miles' diagnosis, he was enrolled in an early intervention program at Erie County Medical Center, allowing Miles to receive the cochlear implants at 9 months old. The surgery was 6 hours, and his reaction to hearing?
That is it. Hi. That's it.
Priceless.
I just couldn't believe that 2 seconds before he heard, he wasn't hearing anything. And then in that moment, I knew he was going to be able to hear everything, the entire world.
Miles became the youngest cochlear implant recipient in Western New York. After receiving his implants, Miles started class at Buffalo Hearing and Speech. His teacher helped him learn the importance of sound.
Having auditory awareness is a lot of what we talk about, and just listening skills.
He worked with her until he was 2, which is faster than most kids that enter the program. She credits the early parents' intervention.
So with Miles, it was just because he had been wearing his devices from such an early age, I think his brain was he was just moving along way faster, and he was just understanding and learning vocabulary so much faster than his peers were.
Today, he continues to work with his audiologist, Michelle Dubé, who tells me just before Miles' surgery, the FDA chose to lower the age minimum for cochlear implants from 12 months to 9 months. This played a major role into Miles' progression today.
If you can do that earlier at 9 months instead of, 3 months later at 12 months, it just gives them that advantage of starting to hear sooner.
And Dubé also emphasized the importance of parent intervention.
We have children that are implanted or wear hearing aids, and if you're not wearing those devices, all the time that you're awake, you're not going to make the progress of a child who wears their devices all the time.
After how well Miles has responded to the implants and the therapy, Stacy is a happy mama, seeing her happy little 3-year-old be able to enjoy all of the beauty life offers.
To be able to see him participate in all of these, sports and experiences, just like his hearing peers do, without missing out on anything, has just been absolutely wonderful.
Who are they?
Meet Amy Cavanaros. She's playing one of the lead roles in Your Words, Your Voices. She's been acting now for 8 years.
It's the acting I like, because I have big voice.
In this time, she's built multiple friendships, and those friendships are a big reason why she loves acting.
My friends, and I like to spend time with, and I would like to spend time with them.
And through a partnership between Parent Network of Western New York and Unique Theater Company formed 10 years ago, it gave Amy and other people with disabilities the chance to act. The play, a decade in the making, reenacts those stories, some of them being about the actors. Unique Theater founder Beth Geyer says this play embodies the message of the company.
This theater definitely does show the new people coming up into theater that, it's not always traditional, and we should accept people for who they are and what they can do.
For parents like Amy's mom, Kathy, she says seeing her daughter on stage
Acting in a lead role sends a message to everyone about the narrative of people with disabilities.
Our performers, they learn a lot from them, but I also believe that people learn a lot from our kids. There's more, they learn compassion and just how to treat someone that's different than them.
The play is a collaboration of professional actors and actors with disabilities. Katrina Fulcherud is acting as some of her castmates' moms and says it was a great challenge for her.
It wasn't necessarily me just being like, what am I going to bring to it? How am I going to make it different? Or what's my character going to be? I really took myself out of it and said, let me be whatever that true representation is.
And for Eileen Garrison, she says she loves seeing her son Matthew tell his story on stage.
My son being able to be himself and show his talents is tremendous.
Executive Director of Parent Network Kimberly Kozolka says after putting this play together with Beth, it's an amazing story to see.
It's a very poignant production that people will laugh, they will cry, and it just really tells the story about the resiliency of the disability community, and I'm just really proud of it.